Hello and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while, but over here I've got a little 2008, early 2008 Ford Fiesta with a 1600 Duratec motor. Now, on this little guy, I overheated it badly and it blew a head gasket. And it overheated because the radiator blew out. Plastic radiator, somewhere in that darkness over there, it blew out. If you want, you can follow me on this video where we will be taking it apart, taking the entire front end off to get to the radiator, and then seeing what damage there is. Now I know for a fact this thing has two bent valves. It's had those two bent valves for 100,000 kilos. It's still running. I can start it. It's still running perfectly. But if you open up here and you smell it, you can actually smell exhaust gases coming through and you can hear it. So I don't want to actually run it for too long. I don't want to hurt anything more. But yeah, let's get on this journey and take this little guy apart and see how we can fix it. For now, let's unhook the battery. Get that out of the way. I don't want to set off any airbags in it, so rather safe than sorry. We'll unhook the battery, wait for 20 minutes, then I'll restart on this. It's been about 20 minutes. Here's the plug for that thing. Simply just released it, took it out. Now on these little guys over here, you have to be very light on them. Because they're stupid little plastic clips and they never work right, especially on a car that's old. They've seen this much heat cycles. Don't want to move it too much because aircon pipes are still connected. But there you go. The whole front end of Fiesta off. Now I'm going to move you guys a little bit and then we'll get to that radiator. Alright, so we are back. I've set you up in a different spot. This thing fell over. No worry, no worry. Now, to remove everything here, that little 8mm. 22. Stop it! What am I breaking? I don't know. Something. There is my broken radiator. Now somewhere over here it said it does not want to live anymore. Well, this thing is small. I was not expecting it to be this small. But here we are. Alright, we are back. I went to see if I can find some parts. I found a new radiator, but no head gasket yet. They said they want a sample, so let's get to that. First need to remove the wheel, get the car on a jack stand. I brought the jack stands with, and let's get to this. Now, these things have no timing marks whatsoever on the cams. I cannot remember if it has one over here on the crank, but I know there's nothing on the cams. So we will get to that when we get to that. First, let's get all the clutter away. Bottle. This one I can just move out of the way. Then whatever else needs to move. This is a tin. Press the little buttons. And pull gently. Sensor. Unscrew this. Everything's at 10. This is the main wire for the alternator. This can move out of the way. Put the screw back before I lose it. move way out of the way. Thank you. Go away. It seems that I will have to remove the throttle body first. No! These all have Loctite on them, so when I put them back, they're getting Loctite again. There we go. Oh, this is... Put this away. Okay, and then let's see. Is this? It is. But I first need to get this off. How do you do that? And to get that off, I need to get that off. And how do you do that? Let me ponder a little. Well, after consulting my owner's manual that I have for this, it clearly states there is no tensioner on these valves, and they have to just be cut off, because there's no other way, and a new one has to be fitted every time you remove them. Now these belts are actually still in a really good condition, except for the little pieces of metal that's stuck in there, but that's what the owner's manual says. So here we go. This is going to be painful. Now I made sure to cut it so that you can still read everything. Did not cut through the numbering on it, so I can go and buy a new one of it. This just hurts my heart. But anyway, there's the two bells. These are stretch bells. Now let's continue with the removal, shall we? Seriously not own a freaking 15? No, I don't. Why would I have one of those? This is the first car I work on that needs a 15. Fords. They gotta be otherwise. Lo and behold, I found a 15. But now, if I continue on the current trajectory, I will have a motor on the floor. I don't want that. I'm going to support it like that. Get this little guy. Straighten out its feet. Want to play with. Work with me. Ah, good. And these are all different lengths. Right. Oh yeah. Screw you. I win. Give me a minute, I'll bring you back once I've taken off all the covers. Is this better? Hope you can see. Now, see this little trick? Take the old belt, tie it around the pulley, get a vice grips, get it on there. Should hold it for you. Wow. And there you go. If you're smart, not dumb like me, you'll take this off before you take the belt off. Come on, get on there. Some of these little things are tight. Okay. One more. It released. Okay, awesome. Now I can just simply take out these little screws. The other one. There's two. Three. There's four. There you go. Neat little trick. I can get this little screw out. It's been screwing me around. Can I get this off yet? No. Why? Because it's a pain. I'm sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but it's a difficult spot. Here's my little hatchet. This big millimeter. Even I can't see what I'm doing in here. I just know that I should be in there somewhere. Hopefully that is the last one. Oh, come on! Can you even see what I'm doing? You see I'm busy somewhere. I don't even see what I'm doing. It's in there at the back. Another one of these little screws that hold on this cover. Can I get this thing now? Thank you. Now where is this stupid cover still holding on? There's another one. I'm just gonna try. You can't even see it. It's just in here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, yeah. I can't see it, nothing. I'm just going on feel. Yeah, there's a dead fly in there. Where? Give me the screw. I'm gonna lose my cool pretty soon. We can barely get to it. It doesn't want to turn by hand. The spanner in there is awkward. How are you supposed to get it out? Finally! Just get off! Get off! Okay. Well, I am now losing light very quickly. This is what I've done. Open it up to over there. You can see I still had some work to do, but it's starting to rain now, and I don't like to work in the rain. I'm outside, so we'll pick this up in the morning. Well, good morning, I'd say, but it's actually late afternoon. It was raining the whole morning, and I'm allergic to getting wet while working on something. So we're back here. This is how we left it off yesterday. I did take away the intake manifold just to get it out of our way, but today we'll continue stripping all this and getting to taking off the entire head of the car to see what damages there are inside. So let me get all my stuff ready and we'll get to it. So let's get to removing some stuff. Start with the coils, or the coil pack. No! Smaller. T27 maybe? Still too big. Okay. Let's go for 25. There we go. T25. First, let's see how we unplug this. Tab at the bottom, squish it, pull it up. Here. Take this off. Take that out. See what we can do for today. I'm hoping everything just goes smooth because I'm not in the mood to struggle. Yesterday was already a struggle enough. And I hope I have enough space to get everything on the phone. So I don't have a dedicated camera, I just use my phone. Okay, one. This one will hopefully go a little easier. And the neighbor's kids are screaming in the background. Oh, great. Very oily in there. I was expecting all the oil lying around from the rapid cover packing leaking. Not a surprise. Just put that there for now. I don't have the keys for the car yet. To open it up. Let's see. That is a 10. That is a 10. Take this out of the way. Then I can maybe get to that heat shield over the exhaust manifold. Okay, I've did some stuff. These are loose. And then I also went around, and I put that now, and cleaned, well, released these bolts here at the back for the heat shield. But they do not want to play nice. They are rusted because of the heat of the exhaust, and I don't have much turning space, so it's just boring. I'll bring you back once I've taken that off. There's just 4 little 8mm bolts, and I'll bring you guys back once I've done that. Let's just say some things have happened. Now, as you can see, there and there, on both sides, there's 4 little screws. Then, between those, that's the top part of the one cover. That is for this. Then you have 2 screws down there and 2 down there that screw into this, and then that has a screw down there and down there that screws onto the manifold. Be glad you weren't here to witness that, because I'll tell you, it wasn't fun, and some words were said. As you can see, there's a space. The exhaust manifold is off. This is a 13 and all the rest are 15s. Thanks, Ford. But now it's time to remove the tappet cover, get this engine aligned. But for that, I will keep you guys here. Get this engine aligned so that we can take off the cam belt over there and commence to removing the head. Okay, let me get you set up and we'll get to that. Alright, so we are ready again to commence with taking this thing apart even more. I did remove these. I'll just screw on over there. No biggie on those. Where is my spanner? There it is. All of these are 8mm. All 8mm. So I'll take this off and see, and then I'll come back when it's time to start aligning the motor to get the cam belt off. Okay, so as you can see, the valve cover is off. Now over here, can you see there's a little notch? That one also has a little notch on it. Those 2 notches are off center, and they should be exactly level with the head, like this. Now I've got an 18 spanner here on the crank, and I'm going to just simply turn in a little bit until those guys are flat lined up. Then actually piston number 1 should be top dead center on firing, and the cams are lined because there is no other timing marks for this car. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I'll just take off the cam belt. I have to lock the motor down here on the starter. I have to lock the motor and then take that pulley off, because I did buy a replacement cam belt for this thing. I don't want to put the original back. I think it's got about 100,000 kilos on that cam belt, so it is not good at all. These valves are completely open over here in this intake. This one seems to be bent. That one is fine. That one is fine. I think I have definite vent valves, and I hope I don't have a cracked head. But I can have the engineering shop just check that out for me. I'm not going to try and test it out. That's for them. I'm gonna take this head in completely, have it resurfaced. There's vent valves, well, I know there's vent valves, have the vent valves fixed. There's a guide or something broken, they can replace it for me. And also do the tappet cover, the valve stem seals, which are down there somewhere. I'm just not in the mood. So let's see. I'm not gonna bore you with time lapse of this. It's just 3 little bolts to take out the starter, lock it up, and remove that front pulley to get to the cam belt. And then I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like afterwards. Now, as you can see, I've gone ahead and marked these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. That side same, but I also have a little dot on the other side to show me that that is the exhaust. Turn this off. Simply release that bolt, and then there's a little lever thingy that you can pull there, and it releases the tension on the valve. The cams have to come off before I can get to the head bolts that are down there somewhere, and then I'll have you here the moment I bring the head up and take it off. That's how far we are right now, and you can see the starters laying around. I have this homemade little tool thingy that I can jam in there, and it locks up the flywheel on the inside, making it so that I can be able to release that main bolt on the crank. But I'm gonna continue on here. I'll bring you back as soon as I'm ready to take the head off. Okay, so cams have been removed, head bolts have been loosened, and let's see what's behind door number 1. Well, door number however many I've opened. There's the head bolt. Here's one of these. It's the size T55. I think these are stretch bolts, so I'm going to have to replace them anyway. Yeah. Oh, you have to be joking me, right? Before I can take this head off, there has to be one more thing. Thank you, Ford. See over there? What are those? I think those should be 8 millimeters. And I'm right, 8 millimeters. So I'm just gonna take off those, what's that, 3, 4. They're down there. One more. That one. That one. That one. And back there. Somewhere. I saw another one. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that off and we'll bring you back. We'll remove the head. That annoying little piece of metal is gone. Let's see what's behind door number 1. A lot of oil, that I can tell you. That's done. Well, doesn't look too bad. I can't see where the head gets hit by something. Just... Oh, come on, really? Was that necessary? I'll have to go find those other two, but no worries, no worries. Okay, there it is. Can you see it? Here's my spot where my head gasket blew. There she is. That is where the head gasket blew out. Not too bad. Pretty sure after resurfacing this will be perfect again. I can't see the bent valves though, and I know there is. Maybe once I take it to the engineering shop they can be able to tell me. But I think that'll be it for now. This is this little old Fiesta 1600. First video. I'll make another one once I put it back together. You can see also here, actually on this piston you can see just burning coolant. I need to show you now. See all that flaky white? That's coolant. That is coolant that was burnt. That piston is full of water though. Actually, if you look at that one, it also seems to have some coolant on it. This one is too dark to see. Let's put a light on it. Even there. Sleeves look good. You can actually still see some of the cross hatching on it. This one is a little scored. No, not really. I think this is all good. So this is the first installment of the series. I'll make another one as soon as I get all the parts, as where I put it back together. It'll be a bit shorter video because I'm not going to go into detail as much. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If I earned it, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you around again. Alright, bye bye now.